Good to see you. CC Collins, good to see you. And that's it. Is this thing on? No, I'm kidding. Oh, guys. It's been a long week. Hey, Coral, good to see you. I'm ready for everything to get back to abnormally normal as possible. Everybody be home at the same time. I miss my girls. Hey, Sherry, good to see you.
I'm not sure I understand.
I said see ya, not Siri. But thanks. Hey, Ashley, B&B Home, Arizona Prepper, good to see y'all. Raptor Ranch, good to see you. Just got the notification. YouTube's good at that. I'm a little bit stopped up, Sherry. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not bad enough to keep me off the internet. And I want to start out by saying, for some reason, I've been locked out of my poppaprepper email. It said too many login attempts. I've emailed Yahoo. I don't know what's going on with that. So if anybody has emailed me anything, I apologize. I haven't been able to check that account for, well, Tuesday morning is when I tried to log in. It said I had too many attempts. And that was the first, I know my passwords. It's whatever. But anyway, for some reason, I've been locked out. So I'm trying to get that squared away and figured out. So if anybody's been trying to get a hold of me, that's why I'm not responding. Let's see, Karen Miner, good to see you. Stars Prepper, Carry Me Away, good to see you. Just exploring every path, good to see you, Jeep. How's the allergies treating you this week? Mine are being ugly. I'm telling you, that's one thing I have noticed since my bout with COVID is I think I've got allergies that I've never had before. I've noticed if, especially the cat. It was kind of bad before, but now, if I'm holding the cat, for any longer than 10 minutes, my eyes start watering. I start stopping up. Same way with Tank, and he sheds so bad. And I know it's been affecting me. And that was never the case with him before COVID. So, and it might just be something, still in my system messing with me. It might not even be allergies, but I think it's allergies. Hey, Tooth Fairy, good to see you. Had two schoolmates, a cousin and an aunt, passed away within this past week. My heart is numb. I'm so sorry, Cece. That's awful. Sorry to hear that. My son never had allergies until the coof. That's emotions, not allergies. No, man. I love the cat and dog and all, but I don't tear up over them. Hey, Window, good to see you. Angie Morris, good to see you. And good to see you, Hutch. That I've still got a little annoying cough that just pops up out of nowhere. Hey, Deanna, good to see you. Hey, Tooth Fairy, I was just explaining just a minute ago. I've been locked out of my poppaprepper email account. I have been since Tuesday. It said I had too many login attempts, and it was my first time that day trying to log in, so I don't know what's happened. I don't know if I was hacked. I emailed Yahoo from my private email, and I got an automated thing saying they'd get back with me in 2 to 3 days, but 48, 2 days, I guess. I still haven't got back anything from them, so I'm going to email them again in the morning and see what's going on. Hey, Chris Kaufman, good to see you, brother. Jennifer Cruz, good to see you. Class action lawsuit against STE in our area. I don't know if I know what STE is. It's probably something simple and going to look stupid, right? That's easy to make happen. St. Elizabeth. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I wish them luck. Anybody that's in Discord, I linked a page or a channel, a YouTube channel over there in Papa's Pack before I went live. Make sure you guys go check him out. I'm not going to blast his name live. But if anybody's actually heard of him, one of y'all could post it in chat, I suppose. But I'm not going to, he's running a lot of our folks in the ground. That's all I'm going to say. And it's not very nice. I mean, if you go to the dude's channel and watch like the first 3 or 4 videos, everything that we talk about and that we try to teach everybody, he basically just, sorry, but pisses on it. And I don't know. Yeah, Loretta, he name dropped like Prepper Nation, Prepper Now. I probably shouldn't even have said it on live, but it pissed me off. No, it's not. It's not like viewers and it's content creators. He's just kind of, I mean, he's just, a lack of better words, a dick. And he's only got like 800 and some subs, which, I mean, whatever. I don't even have 2,000, but you know, stay in your lane, I guess. Hey, Metal, good to see you, man. Big Bear Prepper, good to see you. Skid Kid. Snap the troll. No, I mean, he's not a troll. I mean, he's legit. He's got a channel, a lot of content. I mean, he's just, I don't know. Hey, Roman Prepper, good to see you, man. Adriana, good to see you. John Doe, been a long day. I had to bury my dog today. She was doing great until a few days ago. Then she started slowing down like she was sick or something. She went in her favorite spot with me, with her. Sorry to hear that, man. That's like, in a sense, I mean, it's like losing family. Absolutely hate to hear that, man. Because that's the one thing you can always depend on is your pets, especially a dog. Your dog will love you unconditionally, no matter. And I'm not saying you should treat your animals badly, but you know, a lot of people have pets that they don't treat too well, but they'll still love you unconditional. Hey, Five, good to see you, man. You watch. I bet Five calls me out for my email. He texted me earlier too, and I didn't reply. I was at work and I actually forgot. Hey, 2A guy, good to see you. No, it's not. Coral, it's not him. What was that guy's name or his channel? But no, it's not him. Hey, Diabetic Prepper, good to see you. Marine, good to see you, man. Cats are kind of arrogant. They're kind of, you want to pet me, you come over here. Except for mine, Bug. She's all over you. That might be true, Five. I've done something and my email's all locked up. I ain't been able to get in it since Tuesday. My poppaprepper email, anyway. My private email is working just fine. So I don't know. I mean, if I was hacked or I don't know. They haven't let me know anything yet. I was talking with Joe earlier, and the only thing that I can think of that I've had linked to that email was my Grunt Style account, and I used my credit card on there, but I never saved it on there. So I don't think they could get anything, even if they did hack that email. I mean, really. B&B, thanks for posting Ice Age Farmer. He's going through a lot of harassment. He absolutely is. If you guys didn't see, Christian has a new video up today explaining where he's been and what's been going on. And I think there's a little more to it than what he lets us know, because it's a totally different, like, you can tell he's in a different location. He said, he talks about his assets, his bank account, and everything's been jeopardized. And I mean, something's happened bad to Christian, but he's still trying to keep us informed. God love him. So go over and check that out if you can get a minute and see what he's been up to. Pretty scary stuff. I got a neighbor that got a cat for his garage 6 months ago, and guess where he lives now? LOL. That happens. That's how I acquired my cat. I think the day was moving back in here. She just showed up, climbed up on my shoulder, literally, and was loving all over me, and she never left. Jennifer, please keep me in prayer. My surgery scheduled for the 30th. Absolutely, Jennifer. Condolences. I heard. I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm sorry for what you're going through. I've been there. Well, Mandy and myself have been there. It's not easy. Tamara Reynolds, good to see you. Metal, today's my first day that I have not seen rain in 10 days because it rained every day we was in Florida. We got back here Saturday evening. It rained Sunday evening and did not stop here until last night sometime. I got up and this morning was beautiful. Sun shining, birds singing. It's like 52 degrees. Yep, there you go, Loretta. She threw it out there. Like I was saying, I wasn't going to be the guy, but if somebody else wanted to throw it out there, and somehow I've gotten behind. Oh, I absolutely will, Five. That blew my mind. And that is a legit document. I mean, that's not something anybody made up. Window, my cat hunts too, but she never eats anything. She just brings it to the back door like, here, Dad, are you proud of me? We can't even have bird feeders anymore, bird houses. That's out of the question. But yeah, Five, I definitely will be sharing. I got to email that to myself so I can save it on the computer because I want to be able to bring it up on here. But yeah, that. Hey, Sparky's run. I look brighter. Well, thank you, I think. Cats are serial killers. You're absolutely right, man. They just go out and do it for the pleasure and the sport. I told you, Loretta. I told you. You know, I do got something I want to share here. Nothing like, life changing or anything like that. But, well, it'll come up. Here we go. Well, maybe. Why is it not working? Oh, it's being really slow. I got you. Can you guys believe this? Biden has went as far to take and kicked Lee Greenwood off the Arts Council. I mean, that song, has been God Bless the USA. That song has been like a staple with the president, It says in here, the singer's patriotic anthem, God Bless the USA, has been played at hundreds of political events since it debuted in 1984. He was first appointed to the council by President George W. Bush and also served under Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Of the well-known song, Greenwood said it was meant for all people, not just for a particular political party. The singer told Newsmax, "Everywhere I go, I see people who want to just be just an American. They just want to have a great life and live every single day helping their neighbor and helping veterans." Discussing this song, God Bless the USA, which repeats the phrase, "proud to be an American," several times, Greenwood said, "It reflects for me the freedom that I had to do what I wanted to do to make my life fun, and it is. I thank every single soldier, sailor, Marine, Coast Guard, SpaceX people that are doing their very best to make this country free." Greenwood became the last presidential appointee to be replaced or asked to resign by the Biden administration earlier this month. Like I said, it's not anything like life-altering or anything, but I cannot believe they did that. I mean, it's like I said, it's like a staple, And then, what was this other thing? I can't even remember what it was now. You guys, you might lose me. My internet is being weird. I don't know about the song, Joe, but I mean, I don't know. Here's the other thing. Come on. Which this is no shock, and it's kind of routine. But the White House to tell federal agencies to prep for shutdown because, of course, they have no funding plan, set in place. And they only have till September 30th to get that in place. They said it's just a reminder. We're 7 days out, and we need to be prepared, of course, in any event of any contingencies. So we see this as a routine step and one just to be prepared in any event of what could happen, Psaki told reporters on Thursday. She also said the Biden administration is particularly focused on protecting against any potential consequences from a shutdown, specifically when it comes to COVID-19 pandemic and the country's economic recovery. Psaki also noted that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and other public health agencies should remain open, as they typically do during a government shutdown, should one occur. But large swaths of the federal government coming to a screeching halt would certainly not be beneficial to pandemic response, she said, but we're doing everything we can to mitigate. So, I remember, you guys know that happened in the Trump presidency. It shut down for, I can't remember how long it was. So, it's very possible. And that could buy them a lot of time for all their people that, don't want to take the jab. And, that could buy them some more time. So they might end up shutting down. Who knows? Just my opinion. Not that that's worth much, but excuse me. Let me catch back up here. Oh, hey, Chuck Brett, good to see you. And they are absolutely anti-America. She also told reporters the illegals are not here for long term. Yeah, right. Hey, Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, good to see you. Tired, to be honest. Have been getting plants and seeds up for Big Fall Plant Swap this Saturday. Sounds like a big day. Hey, Blue Vandal, good to see you. And one thing that I do want to talk about tonight with all of you guys is as soon as I can get it pulled up here and everything cooperates. I don't know why it's running so slow. All right. I don't know if any of you guys watch City Prepping, I think is what it's called. But he released a video today about the upcoming winter. And they are calling for a significantly longer, colder winter than last year. La Nina is returning for winter 21-22 with a watch now issued for the INSO region as we head towards the next weather seasons. Cold La Nina is returning for winter with a La Nina watch now officially issued for the coming months. New cooling in the tropical Pacific has begun, expected to intensify into autumn and towards the winter season. But what exactly is La Nina? And how can it be so powerful to impact the winter weather across the entire northern hemisphere? As you're about to find out, La Nina is actually a part of a large system that connects the ocean and the atmosphere called the INSO. We will also take a look at the first long-range forecasts for autumn and winter of 21-22 to see if there is any hint of La Nina impact in our weather. I'm going to not read all of this, but I am going to drop it in chat so you guys can bookmark it or whatever. It's a really interesting read. Very informative, because that's something, everything that happened in Texas and even like Indiana. I don't know about Michigan and, Minnesota that far north, but they were calling like the Ohio Valley, like our infrastructure is not even set up to withstand several weeks of below normal winter temperatures. So, doing a little extra preparation for this winter would probably not be a bad thing. Whoops, let me get rid of this. Sorry. Because like I said, they're already putting out watches that, they're anticipating it's going to be a long, cold winter, basically. I don't think the precipitation is supposed to be much above average, if any, but the temperatures are supposed to be very drastic, and it's supposed to kick off with the Arctic what's that called? Vortex, the Arctic vortex. So, hey OFC, good to see you, Rob. Glad you can make it, man. Farmer's son, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Lenny No, Sammy J. If the government shuts down, they shouldn't get paid. I absolutely agree. Absolutely. Well, bless your heart, Arizona. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. That is awesome. That really polar vortex. That's it. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate it. Richard Christopher, good to see you. Poppaprepper, they anticipate it because they're going to screw with power grid and fuel sources. Yeah, I don't argue that at all. Hey, comrade, good to see you, man. I mean, the best thing, sorry, I kind of drew a blank. City prepping was talking about, it's a good time to get in contact with your neighbors and to at least, like, hey, I seen the, winter weather is supposed to be pretty harsh this year. What do you guys, do you got any, did you learn anything from, he's talking more about the people in Texas, like, hey, did you learn anything last year? Have you guys kind of, put away some food or heating sources? And that way, if this happens again and they come calling like, well, we don't have any heat, and you won't feel so bad and, send them on their way because they were warned, they were told. But he was also talking that it might be a good time, if you're interested in starting a mag, this winter would be the winter to have it, to combine sources. It's supposed to get pretty cold and stay cold for a pretty lengthy amount of time. Cellar Door, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Said, I remember from Florida, an active hurricane season follows it. All right, let me start over. I remember from Florida, an active hurricane season follows is Nina. Gotcha. That would make sense. That surprises me. Indiana is used to cold temps. Heck, we have been through polar vortex. We have, and it was awful. But what they're calling for is an extended period of those temperatures. I mean, my entire 42 years of living in Indiana, I had never seen it as cold as it was. It was only like a week and a half, I think. But I mean, literally, like at one point at night, it was like 50 below zero here, like one night. And you could take a pot of water, throw it in the air, and snow would fall. I mean, it was awesome. I'm not going to lie. It was really cool, but I don't want to go through it again. I mean, it was awful. But it was cool to see that, something you'll never maybe get to see again in your lifetime. And literally, you could be outside long enough to do that. And anything more than that is very dangerous. Jerry Robbins, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Teresa Ellis, good to see you. In my area, I'm on my own. No one preps. That's pretty much the way it is here too, Five. We had one neighbor. He was kind of getting on board with it, and they moved. They just moved a couple months ago. I kind of hated seeing them go for that fact, but we got, immediate family, but nobody like close. I hate snow and ice. Families all have long drives to work. Yep. I have 100 pound, 260 pound, 240 pound, and 220 pounds of propane here in Ohio. I'm stocked for the winter. That's amazing. That is a great job. And they've all but said Texas is going to go through that again. So I'm hoping those folks learn something, you know. I mean, anybody in here that's in Texas, I know y'all are, going to be okay. But everybody else, I hope they learned. Hey, Daryl Calhoun from Bloomington, Indiana. Well, that's cool. That's about 45 minutes from me. Hey, Papa, I caught your memorial for Radioactive. I'm glad you saw it, man. We're doing the ham radio giveaway in his honor this Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been able, as long as they stay in stock, because I'm shipping them from, well, I'm going to try to ship them all from Amazon to cut out shipping costs, but if I can keep them in stock, we're giving away 8 of them Saturday night. I'm hoping all you guys can be here. I'm all set. I have a bag of Cheetos, PS4, and a few games. That's all you need, man. Absolutely, Carpenter self-reliance. Buy winter supplies early this year. Absolutely. I remember, was it last year? We had a decent winter here last year, but the year that we had the vortex, man, you couldn't, it was awful. There was no propane. And even the little bit it did snow, you couldn't get salt. There was no snow shovels. I mean, it was insane. Hey, Metal, it wasn't me, man. I mean, I'm honored to be doing the giveaway, but it's all the folks in here. One person was generous enough. They donated an amount of money and said, I want you to give a radio away in Jim's honor. And it just snowballed from there, man. We ended up with right at $400. And that's roughly eight and a half, technically, ham radios, but I don't think anybody wants a half. So we'll be giving 8 of them away. And it's a really nice model. Actually, give me just a second. I could bring it up on here for anybody that hasn't seen it. 2014. Yeah, it was bad. But like I said, it didn't last that long, and they're predicting that it'll last quite a bit longer this year. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I type very slowly. See if I can find it real quick. There it is. Okay. Let's do this. Man, it's running slow. All right. This is the one we are giving away. Baofeng UV5R 8-watt ham radio, walkie-talkie, dual band, two-way radio with an extra 3800 mAh battery, handheld walkie-talkie with Bayo hand mic and programming cable. So as you can see, it comes with, extra battery. Got the microphone, the programming cable, an extra extended antenna. I mean, they're nice little radios. Here's the programming cable, the extended antenna, and it's got a flashlight, and it also does SOS as well. So pretty nice little radio. So hopefully they will remain in stock until Saturday. Papa, I did a study. The shelf life of cooking oil is 2 years. Don't throw them out because you can use it for oil lamps, fire starter, and biodiesel. That's awesome. Thank you, comrade. I appreciate that, man. Like Joe asked too, what do you, unless I'm probably just behind. So you think that'll be a pretty good entry-level radio? I mean, that's what we have. I mean, because I really don't know that much about them. I mean, I'm learning when I have time. Well, Window, I hope your name, I made a short video Tuesday. And on that video, just comment the word radioactive. And we're going to use a random comment selector, and you'll be in the drawing. All right, thank you for being here, Rebel. I appreciate it. And God bless you and yours, and be safe out there. Papa, you mixed your winners up. Last year we had like 1 week of winter. No, that's what I was saying. Last week was pretty mild, and then I couldn't remember when the polar vortex was. No, last year wasn't bad at all. Well, everybody, I hope you're over there and got your comments on it. I see a lot of people that like to have one, and if I could do it, I'd put one in every one of y'all's hands. But at $50 a piece, I can't do it. Oh, absolutely, Joe. I can do that. I mean, if he's down, absolutely. I'd be all for that. Yeah. Nope. I was here, Coral. Oh, it's Klingon. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, if Comrade, I think he's still in here. I mean, if he would want to get together sometime and come on, and I mean that'd be great. I'm always down for guests. I appreciate that, man. That would be awesome. Yes, you do have to have a ham license to broadcast, but you can listen all you want. I keep mine in the truck now just to because when I get in, I just turn it on and let it scan. I did it all the way to Florida and back, which they're not really good. I mean, like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing completely yet, but I just put it in the truck and let it let it scan. And then, of course, you'll find your local emergency weather channel. That's what I usually just keep it set on, you know. But yeah, they're really nice to have. Hey, Flowgrown, good to see you, man. No worries about being late. Jennifer, I canned chili last weekend. I'm ready for soup weather. Absolutely, it's getting there here. It was, like I said, like 52 degrees this morning. It's nice. It's my kind of weather. And I canned, for my very first time last night, I canned chicken fajita, or pressure cooked / canned, whatever. Chicken fajita, chicken seasoned, with the peppers and onions and stuff in it. And I pressure canned pork steak and just salt and pepper type seasoned chicken last night. Or was it last night or not before last? Last night. And it all came out great. I was pretty happy. I was kind of nervous. I actually ended up having to video call Mame's Legacy, which she's not in here. But I was like, am I doing this right? Because I'd forgotten to put vegetables in, and I didn't know if that would mess it up canning it or not. And she talked me through it. Everything went cool. I didn't blow anything up, and everything's cooked. So, Papa, did you see my comment about not being here Saturday? Nope, I did not. You mean you got something more pressing to do than watch me? Wow. When you think you know somebody. It's a Uniden or something still works. I forgot how to program it. Been years. That's cool, man. That old stuff. Dude, you can't beat it. It'll probably work long after we're gone. Hey, Anna, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Ashley won't be here for Saturday either. Well, you guys make sure you get comments on that video though, because you can still win. I'm not one of those people that you got to be in chat to win and all that. If your name's drawn, you won. It's that simple. But definitely make sure you comment on the video so you're in the drawing, regardless if you're here or not. And that, anybody, definitely make sure. Went to neighbor's house. We made a trade. Mullen for garlic powder. I'm not sure what mullen is. It's probably is it like a spice or? I canned 8 pints and 1 quart of spaghetti sauce. Good deal. Comrade, after the live stream tonight, I will email you. It'll be from a different email because mine's locked. But you'll know it's me. And we'll get something set up, man. Maybe even Saturday night when we're giving the radios away. That'd be a perfect night to, if you're available. Really medicinal plant, Papa. Oh, I got you. Bonfire with twins trumps me, huh? I guess. If I had a chance to go to a bonfire Saturday night, I probably wouldn't be here. I'm just kidding. Mullen is good in a tincture for COPD. Very nice. I was just getting ready to throw you out there, Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. I've said it before, but she's really good at the tinctures and stuff like that. If you guys want to go check out her channel, she is really good. And Arc Wildman. I think either one of them, I'd be happy with them being my neighbors. Getting ready to do 4 quarts pickled eggs and chili for next hunt season. That's awesome. I love pickled eggs. Love them. Excuse me, guys. Heals bronchitis, flu, colds, ear infections, and so much more. I've got, oh, I had it laying right here. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you guys saw Mame's video where she was talking about the, what's that room called? It's like an apothecary. And anyway, she was going through all her stuff, and she sent me the exact same book that she says is her go-to. And I have not had time to jump into it yet because not long after I got it, I got sick, and then we had vacation and blah, blah, blah. Excuses are like buttholes, I know. But but just from looking through it and just kind of skimming it, it is a very good book. It's an old book from like the 80s. I don't know how she found a copy, but she did and sent it to me. So if you're able or have a means or sources to get old books, I mean, it's got everything in anything imaginable you could think of. My son saw 8-point buck in the backyard. Hopefully he'll be going in the freezer later on. Amen. A still room. Yes. Thank you very much, Sherry. I couldn't remember what it was called. That would be a rough situation, wouldn't it? Diabetic prepper. Pickled eggs and chili. Some pretty foul smells coming out of that deer blind. 300 Warriors, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I am feeling very well. Very good. Thank you. As you can tell, still a little stopped up. Occasionally it comes and goes, but for the most part, I am pretty much back up to par. I still can't taste and smell very well. I mean, that's just going to be something, I guess, but I still get tired easy. But other than that, I mean, I feel fine. Let's see, if you want to try a little cheat on pickled eggs, put them in a jar of banana peppers or pepperoncinis for a little spice. They turn green. That'd be cool. I love peppers. Papa, I see a new gray hair. I don't doubt it. They're kind of sprouting up everywhere, man. And every time I cut my hair short, they come back a little bit more gray in them. I guess I could have quit cutting my hair. I never lost taste. I did lose smell, but that can be a good thing. I mean, it can be, but man, I'm on week 4 of not being able to smell anything hardly. Like if it's like a real strong cologne or perfume, something like that, I can kind of get a whiff of it. But and when it comes to tasting, the only thing I found, Mandy bought me a bag of potato chips. They're Circle K brand, and they're supposed to taste like a hot dog with mustard and relish. And I can actually taste the mustard and relish in those potato chips, and that's been one of the only things I can really taste. I never wear a mask, and I never caught anything so far. I was the same way. 300, and we got around it. I mean, I'm home health care. I'm constantly in the doctor's offices, in and out of the hospital. You know, um, never did catch it, and then just all of a sudden, I know Mandy caught it from work and brought it home, but they got us after almost 2 years. I couldn't believe it. The Fixer, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I tested positive for COVID. My doctor prescribed me ivermectin. Walgreens would not fill it. Had to go to a small pharmacy where my insurance wasn't accepted and pay over $300 for the meds. Insane. Wow. I don't know if you guys get into the Project Veritas thing, but they just released part 1 of that story with, I forget her name. She's a federal employee, works in the hospitals, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of those nurses and pharmacies are being threatened to not even prescribe that stuff for some reason. And I mean, it's been proven that it works and blah, blah, blah. And that's probably it, just because it works way too well. But yeah, they've had their jobs threatened if they even so much as prescribe it. It might have got taken down, Flow Grown. I don't know. I mean, it was pretty in depth. It was a good video. Very, very eye opening. You could tell it was real. It wasn't staged. Just are they okay? He might be okay. Yeah, he is talking about. I was gonna say, if he's talking about mine, it was from Tuesday. Sorry, but yeah, the Project Veritas. If you guys can, if it's still up, definitely worth the watch. Papa, my favorite herb book is Back to Eden, the herb book by Dr. John Lush. I'm gonna write that down. I really, really do want to learn as much of this stuff as I can, just because, there's some meds I'd really rather not do without if it comes to that. Well, I'd have to do without the meds, but I need an alternative. You guys know what I mean. Thank you, Five. Oh, I haven't seen the part 2 yet. Blue Vandal. I'll have to check that out after this. Because, the first one I thought was really good. Not good, but you know what I mean. It's definitely worth the watch. Hunting season, I'm growing my yearly beard. Me too. I start about the 1st of September. I won't shave again until after December. I got to shave down here. If not, it just itches me to death. But all this will be down here by the end of December. So, yeah, I mean, I have the antibodies now, so I should be, but they're still pushing for all of us. I'd say that's anybody that's had it, survived, doing great. Why are we still being mandated or trying to be mandated to take the stinking thing? Hey, Mames, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I told everybody you saved my skin the other night calling you about the canning. I was scared. Drying seeds from garden veggies for next year. Very good. I thought about shaving, but I think I like my legs like they are. That's funny. Patriot Nurse recommended that herb book in her teachings. Nice. I got the Regeneron yesterday. Did you get Regeneron? I got the monotonal antibody infusion. Other than that, I'm not sure what it's called. If that's what you're referring to, I don't know. And I seen where that's even being regulated, and like a lot of people's not getting it that probably should get it. So I got that like right in under the wire. Refusing to get filled is easy fix. They tried that on my dad, so I called insurance and was reporting to board of pharmacy, and they started filling them. Whoever in chat needs to do that. I'll stick that up there so they can see it. Oh, the RN in my cardiologist office is unvaxxed and will remain so. Awesome. Because they want 100% compliance. Sorry, not happening. I was going to get off on a thing about my job, but I'm just not going to go there this evening. Because I think we'll be the next ones. Because like I said, it's already been mandated for facilities like nursing homes and stuff. Their employees have to be vaxxed to be reimbursed by Medicaid. Well, that's how we get paid too. Yes, it's home health care. I mean, we're out in the community, but it's still all reimbursed through Medicaid and Medicare. So why wouldn't we be on the chopping block too? I mean, it's the same thing. I just don't think they really maybe thought about it yet. I don't know. Biden's making it hard. He is making it hard. And hey, Cat Skills NY Prepper. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Big German. Good to see you. Big German, that reminds me. I finally got my rooster that I was looking for. You're the other chicken guy in here. Home health care is included in the new mandate, but the owner of the company I work for said, come hell or high water, she was going to do everything she absolutely could to, secure our rights and us not be mandated and whatnot. But she's not going to be able to do anything about it because, like I just said, it all comes to get, reimbursement from Medicaid. And so there's nothing she's going to be able to do. But yeah, I mean, I was absolutely, home health was included in the mandate. I guess I should have clarified a little bit. They say people holding out are primarily Trump supporters, so why would they care so much about our health and well-being? Yeah, I mean, they don't. I mean, I know that's sarcasm. But yeah, they absolutely don't. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing but respect for her, for trying, and she will. I have no doubt she'll absolutely try everything she can. But I mean, it's only a matter of time. I'd say, he gave 75 days. I'm probably looking at about maybe day 60. Might get a phone call or an email saying, well, we tried, and circumstances being what they are, I'm just praying. I'm praying that I can stay employed until at least after the first of the year. I mean, it'll still be hard, but, at least get through winter, most of winter, and then go from there. By no means am I or will I ever be giving up. Yes, absolutely, Fixer. They told me the same thing. Whoops. Sorry. That even if I wanted to be vaxxed, that you have to wait at least 90 days after getting the infusion. That's awesome, Carrie. I'm down. Thank you very much. Blue Vandal says a mandate is not a law. There has been no legislature yet, no OSHA instructions yet. Yeah, they haven't. I mean, nothing's out yet. Absolutely. I mean, you're right. But I know OSHA is, I mean, they're right there with the administration, though. We can't give up. If they get this one on you, you're probably in it for life. Yeah, I mean, giving up's not an option. That's awesome, Metal. Very good. I am good, cat lady. I didn't see you come in. Good to see you, and thank you for being here. Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, comrade. I absolutely will, man. Thank you for being here, and I will email you. Like I said, it'll be from a different email, but you'll know it's me. The company has said yet what they plan. I will be getting a religious exemption if they mandate. Hey, Bubba News, good to see you, man. Absolutely. Like Nancy Reagan said, say no to drugs. Depends on the drugs. Good grief. Once that thing gets in you and messes with your body's natural function, you're probably going to be dependent on more of it for the rest of your life, is what I was meaning. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think I said that in a video, maybe, that it's going to be. No, that's a rant I made that I never posted. I ended up deleting it. It was just a bad day. But I think that it's going to be, that's why they're already coming out with boosters. Is there's something in it that's you're going to be addicted to, and excuse me, you're going to absolutely basically fiend for it. That could possibly bring on in the zombie apocalypse everybody wants to talk about, and only not the Hollywood version, but it'll be like, a crackhead trying to score, trying to get his next fix. I mean, it's possible. I mean, clearly anything's possible from this point on. I mean, you see something in the news now, you're like, oh, okay. And 3-4 years ago, you've been like, what? And now it's just like, okay, yeah. What do you think about a possible tsunami hitting the east? Time we're living in, I see it highly possible. Man, if that happens, I've been watching some of it. And man, there is so much gloom and doom and people fear porn pushing on that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a very big possibility. I mean, it could absolutely happen. But man, people use the least little thing to make people run and scream. And but anyway, I absolutely think it could happen. And if it does, man, I think there's going to be a lot of lives lost. That could be prevented. Just people are not going to, we're going to ride it out. Those kind of people. I don't know. I don't think you should. Now you done it now. Flying spiders are coming next. Man, flying spiders come, I'm out. I'm done. I will dig a hole in the ground and I will hide there for the duration. Not messing with no flying spiders. Wait a minute, I'm gonna miss something here. Our pastor, or wait a minute, Tommy, my oldest son, had the vax. His mood has changed and he's sick a lot. That's happening a lot everywhere. A lot of people. If anyone here is going to use the religious exemption word of advice, do not give any other reason than the Lord told you no. The minute you give other reasons, they will dispute you. Don't do it. That is very good advice. Very nice. And I know a lot of people, a lot of I fear a lot of companies, and they're going to make a run on the religious exemptions too. They're going to try to get around them. I'd almost guarantee it. I did see a couple different places that I had read that in order to be able to be exempt, claiming, religion, is you have not had any type of vaccination since the age of 18. And I mean, I haven't had a flu shot for like 6 years, but that's a far cry from 18. So I don't know if that's, just something they're throwing out there. BLM and Antifa are joining the non-vax, or do you think there is some funny business happening? I don't know. I haven't really followed that. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know. I can't see it just, I mean, a friend of my friend, or a friend, what is it? A friend of an enemy of my enemy is my friend, or something like that. I mean, if we could coexist and, make a stand like that, possibly, but they're not very trustworthy people, I don't think. I don't know. My favorite cold remedy is sipping hot turnip soup doused with black pepper. I've never had turnip soup. I love turnips, though. Man, I'm having trouble talking tonight. Reported 235,000 and probably more like 400,000 people die every year because of hospital mistakes. Every year. Just food for thought. Absolutely. They are changing, most definitely, their minds, what they say, how they process thoughts, etc. Agreed. I've talked with a couple different people, and we've all noticed, because, we all know, folks. I'm sure everyone in this chat knows somebody fairly close to you that's got the jab. And some are fortunate enough, they haven't noticed changes. But I have somebody very close that's had it, and a mutual friend of a friend that's had it. And one thing I've noticed about them is you can't convince them of anything that's going on in the world that they don't see on mainstream media, like, NBC or CNN or Yahoo News or, whatever. If it's not on there, it's hearsay. It's not happening. It's still conspiracy stuff to them. I've noticed that a lot. And I think that's exactly what it is. It's it's changing their personalities. I don't know. It's heartbreaking. And that's true too, Coral, about the tsunami. It's because everybody jumps on board and makes it sound like, crying wolf. And because nobody has said when it could happen. I mean, there's been, they've been watching this for decades, for the fear of this happening. And now it's, the volcanic activity going on that makes it even more probable to happen. But so many people want to jump on it, like, it's coming, it's going to happen, it's coming. And then people get wore out and stressed out and eventually just get over hearing about it. So they drop their guard. And then you get an alert on your phone. You got 8 hours to get out or you're going to die. And then people will lose their ever loving minds. Traffic will be at a standstill. I mean, it's going to be terrible if that actually happens. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely, man. Had the swine flu shot back in 75 and it killed people. I was very sick for 4 days. Haven't had flu shot since. I had to take the flu shot for work once upon a time. And as soon as I got out of that job, I quit taking them because every year I take it, I was down for a week at least, sick as a dog. Yeah, it's bad news. My dear heart had the J&J about 6 months ago. He's not going to do the boosters. That's awesome. Very good. When they got you looking overseas, you better be looking at home. I can't argue that. B&B, I checked. I was just scrolling today and seen him pop up, and clicked on it. He's pretty good dude. I'd never seen him before, but yeah, he's like right up on top of it. Very good reporting. Man, I hate the chat on StreamYard because you'll think you're caught up and then it'll just like 75 messages come through. You mean the convo we had? If so, you damn right. Well, and yeah, but not just us. My father-in-law, he's in a nursing home and he took it. And I think he was coerced into doing it. It's the right thing to do, blah, 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 that type of thing. He's had both rounds. And, me and RSD have tried to tell him. Tried because he keeps, I'm going to need some soda brought in here. I'm out of candies. I'm out of this. I'm out of that. And she's on a fixed income. We keep trying to tell him, like, man, prices are going up. You get fed 3 meals a day. You ain't losing weight. You're doing fine, but he just, and then he gets kind of mean with her on the phone. Major attitude changes because he was never like that before. Never. I mean, the sun rises and sets on RSD in his eyes. And now he just gets so upset and hateful with her over nothing. And if it's not on scene, like today, he was like, boy, gas prices are going up a little bit, I seen, and stuff like that. We've been telling you this for months, But yeah, if it's like not on CNN or he don't see it on Yahoo Mail or Yahoo News, stuff like that, it's not real. It's not really happening, and I don't know. It's like we just keep trying to tell him, and it's almost like there's something in it that, not brainwashes, but then there's people like, Mames here, her dear heart, he took it, and as far as I know, no weird side effects, no, I mean, maybe it just depends on who's more susceptible to it or who's weaker. I don't know. StreamYard gets constipated. It sure does. Please don't take this wrong, but look at the Gabby girls' murder all up in the spotlight. One person. Why? Exactly. It's things like, and that's, I would say, I mean, God rest her soul, but a red flag, a false flag, I'm sorry, a diversion. I mean, what? And I don't say certain people deserve more attention than others because they don't. But, if it would have been like a celebrity or, somebody of power, I can understand a lot of media coverage, a lot of, pressing the issue. But, it's just one of the look over here, not there things is, uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Mama's out of town, so I can't, I don't silence my phone if she ain't home. Okay. The Pfizer jab. Glass tubes, the lids are different colors. Possibly some jabs are placebos. That is possible. I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. He's his usual adorable, grumpy old man self. And that's great. I mean, that is absolutely great. Um, and like I said, maybe it just depends on the person's weakness, or there's, different things in different vials. It's like a game of roulette. I mean, who knows? But and it could, I do not believe in coincidences. A weird event of timing, maybe, whatever. But you talk to more and more people, and they'll, and just the people that I know have taken it. It's apparent to me that things are changing about them. Hey, Chris Pyatt, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I learned that the government is really good at diverting our attention with one hand and then sucker punching is with us with the other. Absolutely. Poppaprepper, I switched to Melon. It's cheaper than StreamYard and actually does more than StreamYard, and the chat is in sync. I will definitely check that out because I'm getting to the point that I cannot stand StreamYard. Thank you. Shadow Dancer, good to see you. Chris Pyatt, good to see you. Think you're funny, don't you? Hey, Shorty, good to see you. Gabby and her fiance were vlogging their adventures across the country. They had a pretty sizable following. That is true. I mean, that is true. I mean, she was, what do they call them? Influencer or whatever, if they're big on like Instagram and stuff. So, I mean, that is true. But, I mean, she's getting a lot of media coverage, like a lot. Tell me my dad was thinking about getting vax because of all his friends did, and he missed hanging with them drinking coffee. I told him if he does, me and the kids gone. That's kind of harsh. I mean, if Mandy came home and said, I got it, I would be pissed. Oh, I'd be pissed. But I wouldn't leave. Got to ride it out. My aunt got the jab in March. She now has severe neuropathy, can barely walk using a walker, spreading to her hands now. She can't be left home alone anymore because she falls down so much. God love her. I'm sorry to hear that, Shorty. I'm going to write that down. Prayer list. Don't have to be Sunday to pray. You better not just pray on Sundays. If you pray. Now, I'm not directly talking to Shorty. I'm just everybody in general. Okay. Let's see. Papa, what's on Prep Your Soul this week? We are going to be starting the book of Job this week. I think the book of Job is a very good book to get into with the way things are going right now. The devil he piled it on and piled it on and piled it on Job. And he never once gave up his faith or his love for the Lord. And I think a lot of people need to hear that story and really get into that. I think it'd be a really good story to hear and read and discuss. So that's what we're doing. And bless your soul. Prep your soul. More people know about the latest Gabby story updates than they do about the actual news that affects them. It's like a made-for-TV drama with clues along the way, like the John Bonet story. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It is. Absolutely. You know what my mom did? She got coerced by relatives and her retired nurse friends. There's a lot of that happening, you do the right thing. Don't you love us? Don't you care about us? Don't you want to come to the family cookouts? Don't you want to go to blah, blah, blah with us next summer? Don't you know it? Yep, I did it again. Hold on, guys. You got to stick with your crew, right, Tom? Absolutely. Joe, her fiance, returned home without her and immediately hired an attorney. Her parents reported her missing. Her body was found. Coroner declared it murder. He's disappeared. You're absolutely welcome, Shorty. Thank you, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I really, the book of Job is, Probably one of my favorites. I mean, definitely, everything he goes through, and if he can keep his love and faith, I mean, there's absolutely nothing that any of us has faced yet as bad as what Job went through. Coral, I did not get a prayer request from you. Thank you very much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Absolutely. There have been reports that a couple of vaxxed mothers have spread the vax to their newborns through breast milk. If confirmed, it could possibly be spread through any bodily fluids. Yay. Man. Ugh. Okay, one thing I've learned, anybody that's going to grow plants indoors, or anybody that does possibly, could share a little bit of knowledge with me about something safe to use. And I've got these, I mean, I'm not like overran with them, but every once in a while, these little bitty gnats, they're on my pepper plants. Like I said, they're sporadic, like one every, whatever. Like I can shake them and move them, nothing flies off of them. But every once in a while, it's got to be where the gnats are coming from, is because of the pepper plants. So any suggestions or advice on that, I would really appreciate. Uh-oh. Where did that go? There it is. OFC Nation, it's true. Several newborns have already passed away from the contaminated breast milk. Peppermint oil. Thank you very much, comrade. Put that back to this page. I think we have some of that, actually. I think you should get some earplugs because you're going to need them if you get a rooster. Oh, no, man. I love listening to the rooster crow. I've had chickens before. I've had a rooster. I haven't heard him yet, though. I don't know if he's just not home yet. I mean, like, but I haven't heard him carrying on yet. They ain't coming from my laundry basket, man. That's funny, though. Hey, Michigan Outpost, good to see you. Get ladybugs. They will eat the bugs, not the plant. True story. That's absolutely true. But I don't want ladybugs in here either. Poppaprepper, they're in the soil. The soil you got had eggs in it. Great. Wildflower Preps, good to see you. Thank you for being here. You have to repot your peppers into new sterile soil. Okay. Definitely. They're not really producing. They're just really nice, healthy plants. And I want to keep them that way as long as I can. I'm hoping to make it through the winter with them. That's my plans anyway. So I will definitely be looking into transplanting them then. Thank you very much. Papa, distant cousins went missing, thinking drug related. His sister's searching ghettos around here. I'm closer to her. Man, sorry to hear that, Coral. I couldn't imagine having family that just come up missing. Like there's, no closure, no anything. They're gone, disappeared. You don't know what happened. I couldn't imagine. I'm very sorry to hear that. DuckDuckGo, that's the only thing I use. Out in the jam cave. Wife came out to visit. That's rare. Drum practice time. Homestead Oss will be on. Sounds serious. 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay. I will check that out. Thank you. Getting between 5 and 6. Whoops. Getting between 5 and 6 eggs a day for my chickens. Eggs will not full size, but getting better. Awesome. Very good. It's a good sense of accomplishment when you start collecting your own eggs and giving people eggs, and it makes you feel good. Thanks, Pop. If you can keep in prayers, would appreciate. We know one house he was last seen at, but no one's talking. Absolutely, Coral. You keep them in the house for the winter, put in a smaller pot so they don't think it is time to grow, then replant next year for even better peppers. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Set a quarter cup of red wine near it for gnats. Well, I appreciate all you guys. There's a lot of different solutions here. Absolutely, flow grown. That's why I wanted it now. I'm hoping to get chicks going before the hard winter gets here. Which I mean, I've got heat lamps and all that stuff. I'd prefer to not run them too much, but I mean, I do have them. But I'm hoping to have some chicks big enough to be more tolerable to the cold before it actually gets that cold. Oh, they can't steal my eggs. You got to go into my garage, which is locked, to get my eggs. Thinking ahead. And the hole in the back they go in is actually the size of a small doggy door. So, poppaprepper saw a praying mantis yesterday on the house. Don't see them as much anymore. No, you don't. I don't think I've seen one yet this year. As a matter of fact, we was talking about that one night. How the little the walking stick bugs and all that stuff you just don't really see anymore. West Tennessee Prep, be charming. Good to see y'all. Hope you guys are well. I can't type. Pray for healing for D9, great state of Texas. What happened to D9? Oh my gosh. I saw the Prepper Now, I think, shared that a post on his community page, but I didn't know that was her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it messed her up like a broke some ribs and crushed her wrist, broke her finger. Oh my gosh. Whew. Man, that's rough. Definitely put her down here. Yeah, she was all by herself. She had no cell phone. Yeah, I saw that he shared that on his community page. But yeah, I didn't realize it was her. Yeah, it tore her up. She didn't have her cell phone or anything on her. She luckily made it to a stable and got away from it a little bit, and he kind of lost interest, and she finally made it to her truck. Yeah, I run heat lamps in the winter. I just try to, as little as possible, I guess. But yeah, I try to do it with give them the same amount of daylight. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like now, it don't get dark until, well, it's getting dark early now, but you know, I'll turn it on for a while and then turn it off to kind of compensate for the daylight. You read, and man, there's so many different ways to care for chickens when it comes to heat lamps and lights, and like, do this, don't do that, and the next person will say, no, don't do that, you want to do this. And I just figure out what works best for my girls and go with it. Quit my job yesterday. Word came down from HR, mandatory vax. I walked out. New job before I made it home. God opened up a new opportunity for me. Blessed. Amen. Absolutely, Michigan. That's awesome. All right. Thank you, Loretta. I appreciate it. Hey, Pop, I got a new prep today. A guitar pick punch. That's awesome. I do not have one of those. That would be awesome. I just use a pair of scissors and usually a butter bowl lid or something like that if I need one and I don't have one. But hard times. I mean, might not have. Well, I think butter bowls will be around even after we're gone. It's like everybody has stacks of butter bowls in the very back of the cabinet in the kitchen, in the cupboard, or the cabinet that nobody uses. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood today. Same here. It's beautiful today. I think it hit like 64, 65. It's like perfect weather for me. I love it. An oil-filled heater for my hens if needed. Cool. See, the way I've done it, okay, and it might be, and I'm still working on it. It's not completed yet, is my hen house. And the way I've got it, my hen house is inside my garage. And the garage, I mean, it's insulated walls. You know, they're not going to be cold. But the reason I did that, so, you know, SHTF, whatever, I can block it off, lock the door. Nobody can get to my chickens. Nobody's going to steal my eggs. They won't be able to get outside, but they'll be safe, you know, and they'll be safe for us, you know, so nobody can come along and just snatch them out of the pen or steal the eggs. And, you know, I'm not being selfish or greedy. I'm just trying to look out. And I thought that was, you know, pretty decent idea. And basically what I got in there right now is just a big square wooden box, you know, and the lid opens up They can all go in there. That's where they lay their eggs. And then, because it's still warm, the thing I got built outside, it's completely covered. Water, rain can't get to them. And I've got a big roost out there. And they all, right now, roost outside, lay their eggs inside. So it's working out. But I've got to get in gear and get their hen house done with a roost inside. I figured I got probably about a month before it starts getting really chilly at night. I hope not, but I mean, it's a garage, and I mean, I'll keep it clean. I'm not gonna just let it pile under with poop, but I mean, it's a garage, so even if it does smell a little chickeny, I'm not worried about it. Our heat lamp runs all the time in the winter, 24/7. It works for us. No, actually, that is a pumpkin spice sugar-free cappuccino, Jennifer. It might have the same effect. I don't know. They say you don't need heat for chickens. Heat is only to keep egg production. Right. I definitely want to keep egg production. When we had chickens, we built the nesting boxes out of dresser drawers. That's funny you say that, Klingon, because I've got an old dresser that RSD Prepper gave me just for that fact, or just for that reason. Hey, John, good to see you, man. Fancy coffee? Nope, it's cappuccino. I got pigs and goats. The last thing I smell are my chickens. I could imagine. Yeah, butter bowl lids. I mean, because I like the real thin picks that, flick real well. And yeah, they're about the best. Papa, I found a prep today. Pumpkin spice keto creamer at TJ Maxx. It's funny you say that because when we were in Florida, we went to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff, and every one of them had the keto pumpkin spice creamer. And I almost took a picture and put it in Discord and tagged you, but I was like, nah, she's probably seen it. My mama had a fridge full of Country Crock and Cool Whip containers. I swore when I had my home, if there was a Cool Whip container in my fridge, it would damn well have Cool Whip inside. I can't say nothing. I keep bowls. I keep all kinds of bowls, buckets. I'm a Mandy says I'm a pack rat. I'm a hoarder, whatever. But anything that can have a dual purpose, I keep it. If I'm throwing away a lamp because it broke, I'm cutting the power cord off and it's going in my junk drawer in the garage. If I'm, whatever, if it can be repurposed to something else, I don't throw it away. I mean, it might get out of control at times, but, one day it might just be the best thing in the world that I didn't throw away, however many buckets or butter bowls or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Those people that never return your dishes. Yep. I wouldn't doubt what Mames hasn't made some moonshine before. I bet she has. I don't know if she's a runner, but I bet she can make it. Let's see. We have almost 30 hens to harvest Saturday. I don't care to process smaller animals. A lot of work for small meat. I do it, but I'd rather process a deer, pig, goat. I've never processed a chicken yet. Um, I mean, I can't. It's got to be easier than a deer. Whew. Which I'm gonna try to slowly start getting my own processing stuff, because around here, when I get a deer, the cheapest out the door is like $120 to process a deer, and I'm gonna try to slowly start to get a meat grinder, slicer, that kind of stuff. The right kind of knives, which, I mean, you don't have to have the best of the best, but I have no way of processing my own deer right now. I really need it. I mean, if, SHTF we had to, yeah, I mean, I could do it all. I mean, I'm sure would be no easy way of doing it, but, and that's coming up, deer season. I'm hoping by then I want to have the camera mount for my crossbow, because I plan on taking y'all hunting with me. So on those episodes, I'll put a disclaimer if you don't want to see Bambi bite the bullet, or the arrow, I should say. I saved store-bought glass jars and some good plastic jars. Just bought a box, just a good box full. Started feeling like one of those peoples, but I keep finding uses for them, and I figure I'm going to need to share. Absolutely. Mames, if you make pumpkin spice shine, you've got to send me a jar. Oh, I love dried pumpkin seeds. Those are so good. I didn't get to watch the whole thing of him skinning the hog, but I did see and hear that he got his 1,000 sub. Actually, I think it was Sunday night. Maybe. I can't remember, but I was trying to get people to go over there and sub because he was like 6 short, I think. And yeah, he got it. He made it. All right, Rob, we'll catch you later, man. Thanks for being here. God bless you and yours, and be safe out there. Papa, are you seeing canned pumpkin shortages yet? No. I mean, I haven't really looked. I mean, that's not real. I don't think, I mean, we have a couple cans like from last year, but we usually don't, we never buy it until like Thanksgiving, to be honest with you. Built a mower 7 foot from the ground out of junk. I call it the gutter cleaner. I don't think I follow. Built a mower 7 foot from the ground out of junk. I call it the gutter cleaner. I'd like to see that. What time is it? 8:56. Anybody know of a good brand for canned pumpkin? I think we always get Libby's. I think it's called Libby's. Sounds right. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Sweet potato pie. That is my absolute favorite pie. And I haven't had one in probably 15, 20 years. Eating pumpkin seed dispels parasites. I didn't know that. Hey, I got it right. It is called Libby. Handmade powdered pumpkin creamer. Pecan pie is good too. See, here we go. Every live stream we get off talking on get off to talking on. We get on the subject of talking about food. Good Lord. Pumpkin helps you poop. I've never had buttermilk pie. But I'm the weird guy that everybody thinks is gross because I can drink buttermilk right into from the jug to the glass. I can just drink buttermilk. I love it. Amen, B. Deer's easy to process. You can quarter it up if you don't have equipment. KitchenAid mixer with attachments works good. Good to be able to manually. Yeah, my daughter has a KitchenAid mixer, and I bought her the meat grinder attachment for Christmas last year for it. See, I might try it this year. I don't know. A lot of it's just getting the guts up to just do it, just process your own deer. It just worries me. I know, it's potty time, ain't it? See, I told you guys. Clockwork, 9 o'clock. Here he is. He knows it's time to go potty. Come here. Get your 15 seconds. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You ready to go potty? He's like, I don't know about potty, but I'm ready to go outside. John, you have no idea, man. That dog is treated better than I am. Yeah, I figured it's about like canning. I'd never done that till this year, and now I'm addicted to it. I love canning. So yeah, I just got to do it that first time, and I'm sure I'll be fine with it. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here, wrap this up. Clearly, the boy thinks it's time to go outside. So, just a second. Be careful using the heavy-duty attachments on the KitchenAid mixers with the flip heads. They can burn out the motor quick. Hers is a flip head. Well, yeah, it's a flip head. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Mames. But you guys, don't forget the video from Tuesday. Make sure you comment radioactive on there. And then be here Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be giving some Baofangs away in memory of Jim. I think he would be absolutely just beside himself that we're doing this in his honor. And you guys are awesome for making it happen. I can't say that enough. You guys I'm honored to be giving them away, but you guys totally did this. So, God bless you guys. And I love y'all. And I will see you Saturday night. Papa Prepper out.